He came up to the window in the mist, as I'd seen him often before. But he was solid then, not a ghost. And his eyes were fierce, like a man's when angry. He was laughing when he turned to look back over the belt of trees, glinting in the moonlight, to where the dogs were barking. Then he began promising me things, not in words, but by doing them. Have you seen that awful den of hellish infamy, with the very moonlight alive with grisly shapes, and every speck of dust that whirls in the wind, a devouring monster in embryo? Listen to them, the children of the night. What music they make.
Guilty pleasures listening to malicious compliance videos and Karens.
We're back. It's Vampire Logan here. Still broken character icons, but or whatever, character art is gone. But we're here to play Curse of Strahd and chew bubble gum, and we're all out of gum.
But how do we know who's talking if our thing isn't going on? I can't.
Yeah, we don't.
I can't. I won't even know when I'm on.
Why is Sasha the only one with character art?
Because I don't have a talking head version of him, so I just have a static image.
I want to know.
I just opened the stream and it's just you and Sasha. It's just Jesse and Sasha and no one else.
Yeah, I don't have talking head versions of them, so whatever. Continue. Let's go ahead, Jesse, whatever we're going to do.
Yeah, I mean, first off, we're going to figure out where we are and what happened last time.
Last time on The Price is Right. Well, last time, I can do last time. Last time, Seth was disappointed in my choice to not join him. And so instead of making me agonize over the fact that the entire team said, well, it's going to be your choice, Ramses, Seth kicked it off with going for the starting the casting spells. So we found out that Seth and Reba and Jimmy were all one person. They did a ritual that they had removed their hands and some sort of thing, and basically Seth's hand would, like, the darkness of his hand would go up his body and he would become one of the other ones, and they could do that as their reflex or as a reaction. So it was actually pretty cool. It was a very cool boss type thing. We battled, they lost, and then Vladimir came down to chat with us. He didn't go aggressive. He told us about Argynvostholt, and the fact that the head of Argynvostholt is probably the only piece of the dragon that they don't have at the moment, and that the head is in Strahd's castle, because in the Great Battle they broke him up into little pieces and took him away. We found out that the Amber Temple was where Strahd went and returned a vampire. We were told that Baba Lysaga is very dangerous and has.
Except then we were then proceeded to be told that if she was less dangerous, considering that they found out we just killed the other 3 hags, they were like,
right?
A little bit less worried now.
Yeah, I don't think they knew, but yeah, they were less worried when they found out the 3 sisters were dead.
Her 3 daughters that we just
daughters. Yeah. Oops. Sorry. we found out that he doesn't want Strahd dead, and that if we do it, we'll be his enemies. He wants Strahd to live in purgatory here forever and suffer. What else? We spared Seth's life and decided to stay there overnight so I could catch up and have a word or two with him. And Cora also wanted to have a word or two or three with him. So I know Cora's not here right now. I don't know if Jess wants to give a quick rundown on how that went. But
I think I'd rather wait until she can.
Sure.
Yeah, do it when she's around.
Ramsey's talked to him just about different things. The big reveals that came to Ramsey's from talking to him is that his father was potentially a Vistani. So that was something. And that I do have a sister, but he doesn't know where she went, so don't know if we'll see her in the future. He said that he won't. I basically have asked him not to, like, if Strahd comes and talks to him, to not reveal, what he knows. He's going to have to say something. Strahd will be able to tell if he lies, but not to go into all the detail that you guys told him. What else? Oh, the one thing that I sort of asked, but I don't know that you answered, Jess, was I asked about them being able to share memories, and the reason why was because the party showed up basically just after Seth had got back. So he wouldn't have actually had time to tell the other two of them what happened, or what he found out and what transpired. Is that right?
So that does make sense.
Right. So
but basically they don't have memory. They don't have each other's memories from before they joined, but they shared the experience while they're joined, and while he wasn't in the body, they wouldn't be sharing those things. Yeah.
Right. So
and
he's
you didn't see any opportunity for him to communicate it to the other two.
Right. And so that's basically why I was saying that if you find out that Strahd's coming or whatever, if he goes dormant and lets one of the other two be the face, then they won't actually know anything. So he wouldn't be able to read their mind.
Yep, that makes sense.
Then what else? I asked him what he knew of the Amber Temple. Is not much more than what Vladimir Horngard told us. That is where they wanted to go. That was really it. There's not like the rest of the stuff was things that between me and him about my family, and not things that I would necessarily bring up at the party at this time. And that catches us up to there.
Why'd you do it, dude? Stuff. Yeah.
Why'd you do it? You did bad, but I forgive you because you're my brother. I think. And because I'm the good guy.
You are. Yeah.
Yes, because I'm the good guy.
Because you're only one penguin tall.
Exactly.
So this is something I should have done last time, but I didn't. You guys wake up the next day at 8th level.
Oh
shit.
No. Okay.
I believe I can fly.
Well, that's something.
And given that, and I contemplated letting you guys do your character builds before the game and stuff like that, but I thought I'd rather do it live. But just pick whatever you can now, and you can respec at the end of the session if you want.
Okay, cool.
If you want to put more thought into it.
I'm just going for a level 2 rogue, so it's really not going to do much.
Fair enough. Yeah,
so that's when you
go from there.
That's when you get evasion or something, isn't it, though?
Hmm?
That's a good level, though. You get evasion or something?
No, you get cunning action.
Oh, cunning action. Yeah, you can do bonus action move.
Yeah.
That's
And I get
nice.
an extra sneak attack die.
So I have a choice
Another
between
die?
level 4 rogue or level 5 paladin. Because a paladin gets extra attack at level 5. And the level 4 rogue gets an ASI.
Oh yeah, we get a character.
Oh.
So this would be shouldn't this be 8 total?
8 total, right. Right now he is 3 and 4. He has a choice between going 4 and 4.
Oh right, yeah, okay, right, yeah, okay, yep. I gotcha.
Yeah. I'll bump up paladin. I need that.
I'm just trying. I got a potential feat. It's like, feat list. There's a whole bunch of feats in here that I've never seen before. Can we get a new book?
Probably a few books in there. There's at least the 3 core character books, Tasha's and Xanathar's.
Bunch of Outer Plane stuff. Bunch of Strike of the Giants.
Oh geez, I think maybe everything is in there because I'm in Sasha's scenario. Campaign.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Wow, okay.
See?
I'm
Why
gonna
not, right?
roll an attack.
Characters in
but,
that campaign. You can see a lot of books.
Yeah, go ahead. I kind of want to leave that campaign.
Oh my god, that's so many dice that just rolled on my screen.
Holy cow. Yeah, that's a lot of dice.
It's too bad you rolled the nat 1.
What did you do?
I did roll a nat 1. But
Damn.
But that rolled everything at once, didn't it? That's awesome.
it did, yeah. I pressed a button.
Cool.
So what do? You just add a
smite,
level to your
that's an
class?
interesting spell.
Oh, I see. Or add another class. Okay.
Aid.
Add one to class. And then what?
I am now officially, Fallon is now a level 6 ranger, level 2 rogue.
And we're just using the auto HP, whatever it gives you. Ability score.
Oh no, I get 2d. I get a second damage sneak attack dice at level 3.
So
I guess it's not really worth it.
I'm wondering how the find speed spell will work inside of the castle.
I guess it's not really worth it to go for a feat because wisdom for spellcasters is going to be, or your spellcasting level up is going to be better anyway. In most cases.
I don't know. It's half thinking about taking Shield Master. That way I would have, if anytime I have to make a dexterity save, I take no damage. But that extra +1 to the modifier for wisdom is not there.
Fourth level spell. Oh, charm monsters in there. Oh, the Strahd would be charm person, right? Not that he's probably likely to fail, but
that's correct. I think. Actually, can you charm undead? You might not be able to.
No, undead are immune to sleep and charm, aren't they?
I don't know. Actually, it's probably in his stat block.
For protection.
And I can look it up, but actually, now that I think about it, I'm not going to tell you when I find it. So.
Oh, you're so mean.
Now, what did you say about the conjure spells there, Jess? I'm allowed to use one, but only ones that conjure one thing.
I like so they basically replaced them in Tasha's with, I think it's summon, or I can't remember which is the replacement, but there's one of them that is good and one of them that bogs a game down and slows everything down. The version that just summons one thing is better. Or you can just select one thing. It's the ones that
the
have
one
like
that has the stat
8
block
wolves is just like, oh, this is gonna take forever, right?
So the thing that
And
has
the
the
other
stat
players
block is
stop getting
probably the
turns.
one you're talking about.
Yeah,
So I
probably.
can summon the elemental spirit. But it doesn't seem that great, really. Well, having some extra attacks is probably not too bad, I guess. Plus the spell's level bludgeoning damage. Or fire.
I love that to level up, I had to click a single button.
Right?
Everyone else is like, spells, thingies, and I'm just like,
Spells.
level 2 rogue. Hi.
Yeah.
It's one of the
Not the most
reasons why.
challenging thing you did today.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, especially because it's something that I will almost never use. Because it's for the bonus action, which I already use all the time.
Well,
That's
I'm
true.
done with Tasha. That was easy. I just had to pick a couple of spells.
a lot of my
I picked a
skills went
higher
up
level
really high.
smite and took out his first level smite. And then added protection from poison, I think.
Let's see, what is my spell?
A long rest? Can we take long rest?
Yep.
My spell attack modifier is +8 now, and my save DC is 16. Not too
Nice.
shabby.
No.
Sweet.
Get in my spike growth.
And now it's time for a slice of apple pie.
Actually, I don't even get a save for that one, I think.
I think they... No, maybe not.
Yeah, they just take the damage every distance they travel in it.
Yeah, I'm
Biggest-
in your time zone as well. In San Diego.
In San Diego.
In San Diego, yes.
What
A
on
nice
earth are you
place.
doing there?
I'm at the FS ISAC training conference. Spring training.
ISAC.
Financial Services Information Sharing and something or other. FS-ISAC.
Isaac. That villain.
Yeah. How's everyone's leveling going? Everyone good?
Pretty much
Yeah.
done, I think.
I think I'm
Are we
done.
level-headed?
Okay.
It's concentration.
It's so funny because I have almost no choices to make for a Fallon because I literally have a Fallon, like a copy of her character sheet that I've fiddled around with to see what I want to do with her.
Unless you pre-plan.
Yeah, she's up to like level 10 in this character sheet where I fucked around to figure out what I wanted to do.
Holy smokes. We've got that much more to do?
I did that with...
I thought we were running out of side quests.
Yeah, I don't know if we're going to get much further than 8. Maybe
No,
9.
probably not, but it was just kind of figuring myself out so I could make my life easier.
So now are we ready enough to go to the Amber Temple?
I don't know about that. Let's start with
Baba Lysaga.
Baba Lysaga?
That seems worse than
Thank you.
the temple.
Yeah, doesn't but the Amber
But we
Temple
don't know
was
what's
part
at
of
the
the
temple.
prophecy though, right? But isn't it part of the
Yeah.
prophecy?
Yeah.
But the thing is, we don't know what's at the temple. We know what we're expecting with Baba Lysaga, right? That's the name.
Yeah, pain. Lots of pain.
Yeah, because we killed all her children. Although she
Yeah,
probably
well, then
doesn't care.
she
as
can
You want to
join
go
them.
you want to go mess with an angry mom? I don't know.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, fuck her.
How do you really feel about it?
I always want to say Baba Yaga like so badly,
Mm-hmm.
but it makes it so hard to remember her name.
Baba Lysaga.
She's of a kin to Baba Yaga. Yeah, she's like
Sister.
not literally, but like of
Sisters,
similar
you know,
type.
all hags are sisters.
Sister from another mother.
Sister from another demon.
You mean, isn't it sister from another mister?
Oh, sister from another mister. Oh, I like it.
Yeah, it's brother from another mother and sister from another mister.
Oh, I
Twisted
love it.
Sister.
I love it.
Cool. So you
From
guys
another
you guys
mister.
get up the following day, and
Refreshed,
yeah,
rejuvenated.
Orngard is basically he's often just like one room over. He's giving you space, kind of, but he's also like never more than a room away from you. And you catch him looking in at you and kind of like checking on you as you're doing your morning prep, talking about the spells you just learned and what you feel like you could probably do now.
Doing paladin exercises.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Is there
Watching
something
it
we
I can swing my sword twice as fast.
Yeah.
is there something we can help you with, brother?
No, he says, and he kind of turns away. He's like, as you were, just seeing. I know you guys don't want to hang out here all day, so.
Hey, I want to try something. Who wants to fly with me?
Oh dear.
No.
I'll watch. I'll be ready to heal anybody in case that doesn't work out well.
I want to see if we can all go where we need to go. Faster now. So I think I understand now how to turn into a flying creature.
So what creature is going to carry all of us?
Yeah.
Well, I have seen in the lands of Faerun the giant eagle, and I believe if I turn into a giant eagle, I might be able to carry a few of us, and if I use the polymorph spell to turn someone else into a giant eagle, we could all travel somewhere.
Interesting.
It sounds, well, dangerous.
We didn't bring the cart this time, right? It's at the.
I mean,
no, you did not bring the cart because
in their claws, do they not?
you were tracking.
Yeah.
No, actually, people went back. Some people went forward.
Oh, that's right. Yep.
Right?
Oh yeah, and hooked up the cart to me. That's right. So we do have a cart.
You have a cart, but no pack animals.
No pack animals.
Yeah.
Chewbacca is the pack animal.
Yeah. So, I mean, do we want to try this out before we kind of get into a situation where we need it? Or do we want to just wait until then? It is an expensive spell to use. I mean, it's one of my hardest levels.
I guess we can try it. He looks at you very dubiously, though. It's like,
what else are you doing today is the question, I suppose.
I have no fucking idea. What are we doing today?
Same thing we do every day.
Every morning.
No.
What the fuck are we doing?
Right? Take over the world.
Baba Lysaga seemed to be the one of the front runners, but Amber Temple was another one.
That kind of does seem like
Don't
what
we
we
have
try to do every day.
Don't we have to go get the Dusk Elf guy to go to the Amber Temple? I thought he was gonna go with us.
Yeah.
He didn't want to go with us for sure.
I think it's going to require some convincing, though, isn't it?
No, he wants to go with you.
No, he wanted to go.
Oh, he does. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is like he was supposed to come with when we do that.
Yeah, you guys have a deal to take him there.
Yeah. So I mean, we're already down here. We might as well do Baba Lysaga.
Okay, so why don't we take the cart back to Valaki and then we can do the flying thing get there. I'm pretty sure 2 giant eagles could carry 2 people each.
Can you put us on the map of the world?
What is the flight speed of an unladed eagle?
Yes.
Giant eagle.
Flight speed of a giant eagle carrying
Where are we right now?
people.
Right here.
Oh my god, why would we go back? Baba Lysaga's like right there.
Just down the hill.
Because we got to get
Yeah.
the dust go.
Not for
we
Baba
don't need to
Lysaga.
get the dust go
Him
from
for Baba
Baba
Lysaga.
Lysaga.
That's for the Amber Temple.
Oh, I see.
So we
Like,
just
we're like
walk
right
around
out.
the place, bash some heads, come back, have some brewskis, and we're good to go.
Why am I terrified about this?
Yes. It seems like perhaps dangerous, but we could do it.
I mean, you've been warned about a few things. The Amber Temple is the thing you got the worst warning for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Besides Strahd himself.
Besides Strahd himself.
Has anybody
And
actually
the
warned us against fighting Strahd?
Yes.
No,
I'm fairly certain
I
we
mean,
have.
Strahd.
I think many of them thought it was implied.
Oh, people have also told us to our faces.
You
They're
could-
like, don't.
You
Yeah.
will go,
Don't
but
do
you
that.
will never return.
Yep, that, yeah.
They're like, hey, this other guy fucking died doing it, so chill the fuck out.
Yeah, this
Fair enough.
wizard was defeated on the bridge, and all these people, marched on the castle and are dead, and yeah. Lots of it was never a don't do it. It was all by example.
Yeah, it's like, can I have your stuff after you die?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
I'm actually-
refusing to give you things because they think you're just going to take it and get killed.
I figure. I think Vladimir even said, "Yeah, once you're finished doing that, you can go to the castle, like all the rest of the adventurers, and never return."
Yeah.
That's
I'm perfectly fine
that's
with
his
that.
that's his thought on our out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At
So
some point, Fallon is gonna look for a shield somewhere because she could use one.
You want the shield? Hold on a second. Let me see. He's checking his inventory of spare stuff.
we would have a spare shield.
That's the
I've
thing
been
is, I don't
talking and
remember if
muted.
we
Whoops.
took
We
it
got one
or if
shield.
we
I
put it somewhere.
I took a shield, so the other one
Yeah.
would be my old one would be in the wagon more than likely with all the rest of our stuff.
Do you need a sword? I have swords. Plenty of
I
swords.
don't. Yeah, I know you have plenty of swords. I gave them. I gave you at least 2 of them. No, it's just that I thought that I needed to have one hand free for a while for my shifter thing, but it turns out I don't. So I'm like, I might as well have extra armor.
So
Right?
you have been
Sword
using your
employment
longsword.
provides guarantee.
No, wait. Have you been using
Yeah,
a two-handed
but
weapon?
I have been, but my rapier, but it feels more worth it to get the extra. Because I mean, if I look at what I just rolled for damage, it's like 2 points. So I'm like, maybe I should
Versus 2 armor class.
make myself harder to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Because Fallon has a habit ending up in the middle of everything.
Fallon? That doesn't sound.
I have no. Listen, I have no impulse
Could have made
control.
a difference last fight. That's right.
Yeah,
would have made a
that's
difference.
what I was. That's why I went down last fight. So I'm like, ooh, I haven't done that in a while.
Cool. So,
Okay,
is it Baba Lysaga?
There's.
How about this? What if we test out the flying and just fly over there and see if we see anything there?
That's not a bad idea.
All right, let's do it.
All right, so we'll store the cart here, I guess, and we'll pick it up
Yep.
later. And then
Yeah.
we'll just take. Who wants to be the other giant eagle?
Well, depending upon how much we weigh,
No.
it looks like because I just looked it up.
480 pounds per eagle.
Yeah, so that should easily carry 2 people each.
Well, the question is,
so who's the heaviest? Then they should probably be the one to turn into.
Well, if there's 2 eagles and 6 people, and 5 people, then there's only 3 to carry.
Right.
Yeah, for right now, if we don't go get the Dusk Elf, then yeah, it's just 3. So
wait. Before we move on, where do we land on the shield? Do we have an extra shield?
Yes, we have the wagon with
Oh,
us, so my old shield would be there.
Okay. It was just a plain shield, right? Sick.
Yep.
Awesome. I'm just gonna go grab one of those and put it in my inventory.
So actually, could I carry, if it's 480, could I carry all... No, I couldn't carry 4 people. I think that'd be 120 each. I'm sure somebody weighs more.
That
than
wouldn't be
120.
regular humans that you could do. You
Okay,
can carry up to
halflings or
4 creatures, but they have to be light if you're gonna carry 4 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I wear heavy armor.
Yep. So the one giant eagle taking you, that's, a couple hundred.
What if we
that might be
just
240 pounds with the armor.
What if we just took Fallon, Sasha, and Ramses to scout ahead? If you know what I mean. Since we have a player who's not actually here.
So you're thinking like that Cora could catch up with you.
Yeah.
Well, we're scouting, so we would come back.
Cora's like, you know what? I'll walk.
Yeah, she doesn't want to be trusted back to be a good flyer.
We'll have to see if you can even turn into an eagle.
Oh yeah, I guess I should try that. Okay.
It's less than an hour's walk.
Oh, but if I do it, then I can't cast the other spell, so... It's what, how long of a walk?
An hour.
Half an hour, I think, something like that.
Only half an hour?
No, I guess it's closer to
only an hour,
45 minutes.
At least. Because aren't these a mile for 4... Oh, 4 squares is a mile, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so yeah, we could... It's probably a bit rough terrain, so... So yeah, we can walk there in under an hour, I guess, so... We could fly over there in about probably 10 minutes if we get back. Do we want to do that? I guess if we fly in, we'll probably be tipping our hand because it's kind of hard to hide a giant eagle with a bunch of people riding on it.
Yeah. The other thing is, if this is one of your higher level spells, do you want to give that up just before going into a big fight?
Well, that's the thing. If I just do 1 eagle and 3 people on it, I think I could carry them, and then we could do that and then come back. And then decide, because it's just a wild shape for the other.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. And with a short rest, I can actually recover my wild shape, so...
Thoughts, everybody?
I'm not
It seem to
I
me
don't
like
really know what was going on.
I just got done giving Lindsay crap, and now she's joining.
There we go.
I was like half paying attention, so I kind of missed what you were getting to.
It's
We're
whether or not
suggesting
we're going to Baba Lysaga or not.
Fly in or just walk over. It's like an hour walk.
And whether or not it's worth a 4th level spell slot.
Yeah.
Fly in.
Because if we want to take all of us, then if Fritter's going to be there too, if Cora's going to be there too, then we'll need 2 eagles.
I mean, how long of a walk is it from?
An hour.
I feel like the eagle thing might not be worth it.
Yeah.
Iron Maiden song where eagles fly.
Okay, well, yeah, totally. We'll just keep the eagle as a backup plan to get away then. How about?
That sounds good.
That's a good idea.
Then if you need that spell slot more than you need a retreat vector, you can make that decision on the fly.
Well, I have 2 of them now, so I can do it twice.
Yep.
You know what, though? If we finish up with Baba Lysaga and we still have your spell slots, we can use the eagle thing to go and see the Vector property real quick.
Can I do a
right?
flyover?
Yeah,
there you
good
go.
idea.
Right over there.
We'll be
I
like
wanted to
drones.
go there.
I've always wanted to go to that. Lifelong dream, Vector property.
Okay.
You get there and there's
Hello.
this big castle with all these Disney princesses standing outside.
Oh, Cora.
It's Vectorland. Except they're all like the grim-looking characters from the art. It's like dark versions of the princesses. Evil Elsa.
Cool. So, walking then. The plan,
Let's walk it.
Cora, is to walk from Argynvostholt down the hill to where Baba Lysaga is.
Lovely.
Also, Cora, you're level 8 now.
And you're level 8. Yep. And just go ahead and pick whatever feels right in the moment now, and you can respec at the end of the session if
Sure.
you've rushed into any decisions.
Okay.
And
Cool.
Shiraka can fly now.
Oh.
You guys head down
Love
down the hill. It's a pretty steep hill, and it's reasonably long. It's like a half mile of downhill walking, but it's not too bad. But one thing though is the river here is in a valley, and as you're walking down the hill, the fog gets more dense and more dense. And by the time you get to the path, it used to be a road, but now it's more of a path that runs north-south by the river. It's pretty dense, and you can only see about 50 feet in any direction.
We're gonna get trapped in the Isaac Mist.
And it's not like the Isaac Mist, which was very localized. This is definitely the whole valley.
Okay.
And yeah, you guys walk down to the south for a while. As you're getting close to the town, you hear a voice, something from across the river. It says, "Hello, hello, are you there?" And it's a woman's voice. "I hear you."
Trust that.
Does it sound like an old woman?
It does not. Sounds like someone in their 20s, maybe.
Listen
They're trying to
carefully.
lure us.
Don't
They're trying to
respond.
lure us into that river, babe.
Listen carefully. Don't respond.
Fallon's hand is on her sword.
Mm-hmm.
Although, I don't know
Ross's
when
hand
it's
is now his holy symbol.
I guess Moonbeam. No.
No!
Great start.
You can't see. Unfortunately, you can't see the other side of the river, so you wouldn't
Oh
know
my
exactly where
God.
to place it. But
Soon as I see.
You just shoot a fucking guiding bolt into the mist.
Well, Moonbeam would at least
Of a
reveal if
fucking
it was a
fireball.
shape changer, right?
that is true.
How about this? Sasha will separate himself from the rest of the group and then respond. Hello?
Oh, hello. Yes.
Hi.
My name is Muriel. You you have
Yes.
been to the winery, right?
Have we met a Maria?
Yeah, it's good wine. I like the winery. Yes.
Yes, they sent me out here. I'm one of their flock.
One of their flock. And what are you doing on in the woods there?
Well, they said you might come this way.
Do we meet a Muriel?
Who's they?
with
No.
that
That's what I
family?
was. We've not met a Muriel, correct?
No, you have not met a Muriel. Yeah.
And they
Have we
never
heard
mentioned.
of any mention of a
No,
Muriel?
there has not been any mention of her.
This is bullshit.
Any mention of a
Hey.
family member that wasn't there? Besides the dead ones?
No mention of a family member that wasn't there.
Insight check.
Yeah, this is bullshit.
No, so you just got to keep asking, who's they? As long as the rest of you guys can listen and
wait.
do your
Oh,
check.
Wasn't being a were-raven in general like a secret? People, I mean, the witches would probably know, but like, wasn't that normally not really discussed?
Yeah.
Yes.
So, yeah.
But Strahd did
Baba
bring it up with
Lysaga
us,
was
right? He did say
That's true.
the effigy was there to go destroy the pesky werewolves at the winery.
Yes.
So it's not that
Lovely.
much of a secret.
It's pretty sus.
I'm thinking about that lady from Courage the Cowardly Dog, Muriel.
Yes.
So what
No,
do you-
Wasn't there a Cora, wasn't there a NPC in our campaign that named Muriel?
Miriam.
No. Miriam.
Miriam. Thank you. I was getting confused.
That happens.
So what should
No,
we...
but I do work with the Murtakovs. We are
Is there a way that we could maybe do like a tell if they're telling the truth?
Zone of truth.
We turn on bullshit detector, and then we know.
why don't I come over?
Can Ramsey?
Okay.
Says.
Come on over.
Oh yeah, come over. Come
And
on.
like coming across, like you hear a bird, and this
Chirp,
raven
chirp.
comes out of the fog, not quite headed in your direction, but you know it corrects once it catches sight of you, and it flies towards you, and then turns into a person, and
I'm
stands
Sasha.
with you there. It's like, I'm glad I caught you. It's hard to tell if people are coming down the road in the fog, but at the same time, I didn't want to be over here.
As a
in the
shape
line of
changer
fire.
myself, can I tell if that's a natural ability or a magic spell?
Sure. For you, that'll be a nature roll. For anyone else, Arcana.
Okay.
You can also do Arcana if you want.
I'm better with the nature. 16.
I will
Look
not
pretty
be doing
natural.
one of those.
Looks like a natural ability.
I'm dumb.
Okay.
Okay.
So, what brings it around these parts?
Well, like I say, I'm here to help. The Murtakovs sent me because they knew you were coming here, and they know that I know a bit about the history of Berez. And so I'm here to help you with that.
Oh, okay. So what can you tell us?
That is a good question. I'm looking for it.
do,
I'm having trouble
do,
finding
do,
it.
do,
Just let me
do,
consult my
do.
manual.
There we are. Got it. Well, if you look at the river here, you notice and the ground how the ground is swampy and damp. Berez
Yeah.
was abandoned a long time ago, after the river rose up from its shores only in this particular part of the river, and flooded the village. And I guess you know the Baba Lysaga lives here now. She has a hut in the middle of the village. She also, when she's not in there, she's usually flying around on her giant skull.
Giant skull?
Literally,
I'm so
like
sorry.
it is the skull of a giant that she is somehow animated, and she flies around, standing
like-
in the brain cavity.
You know,
That
that
is
sounds kind of
un-
badass.
That's so
That is
metal.
unhinged.
That's so metal.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also like cartoon villain.
Totally. Ah, you have found me.
Like I can just imagine the
He-Man.
jaw of the skull opening up and down like gang, 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 gang.
Yeah.
Right? And we're gonna almost defeat her, and then
Pac-Man.
she's gonna get away on the skull yelling, "Until we meet
I'll
again!"
get you next time.
I would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for those meddling adventurers.
Yep. And the town itself is foggy like the rest of this area is, but you should be aware that she has scarecrows throughout the town that will make your travel there more difficult.
Is there a way to sneak past them?
Can we do an insight check to see
Don't
if
get
she's
close.
Yeah, can we like
if
look
she's really
Absolutely.
legit?
Because I
Okay.
did not trust this bitch.
This seems so weird.
We're
We've
very
never heard
untrusting
any
group.
mention of her.
Well, we've been screwed over so many times. I think we're right to be suspicious. 21 for
Don't
me.
be
16
suspicious.
from Fallon.
Don't be suspicious.
Oh no. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Good number, bad number.
Ramsey's nice. Nice.
Sasha's taking her at face value.
As a group, you get a pretty good feel that she's genuine, or believe she is.
Oh, Cora.
There you go. There's the roll.
Not 20.
Holy smokes.
Oh,
Good timing on the wake up.
Yeah.
thank you.
All right.
Why have we heard no mention of you?
Those of us in the Order of the Feather, we don't talk about each other. We have only survived this amount of time by keeping some of our secrets.
First rule of Order of the Feather.
We don't talk about the feather.
Yeah, I'm in the Order of the Arrow.
I hear it's the same with most secret organizations, actually.
But I mean, we've heard about all sorts of other members of the family, and we've met most of them.
I think you've heard about them because you've met most of them. And quite frankly, the family does make up most of our order. It was originally them who became were-ravens back in the day, but there are more of us here.
Is it like werewolves? Like they bite you and you become a werewolf?
Yeah. You get beat.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
I didn't know crows could bite.
Were-raven like lycanthropy in general.
If you catch lycanthropy, is it the same beast as the one you were bitten by, or can it be a different beast?
It cannot.
Oh, okay. Just curious.
Now, can ravens maintain their full wits about them? As I understand, werewolves go crazy and they are rather indiscriminate in their anger.
Well, we keep our heads much more easily.
Fallon incredibly loudly.
Yeah, we've met some werewolves that are able to control their shapes, right?
They were, I believe, they were rather experienced, were they not?
Yes, I guess they learned to control it or something, right?
Yes.
In general, were-ravens tend to act in a similar manner to however the person acted before they became one.
Okay.
I hear that were-bears are even better sometimes than the people who became them.
Yeah, I understand they go crazy and they build orphanages and stuff like that.
I don't know. They haven't built one here, she says.
What?
Oh, there's werebears here?
I don't know.
I really want to meet a werebear.
I doubt there are werebears or orphanages.
Oh, orphanages. You'd think there'd be a fair number of orphanages here.
Fair.
Oh, I gotta stop thinking out loud.
The last thing is she has a number of mountain goats in a pen near the south end of town. I presume she feeds on them. I can't think of another reason she would have them.
Does she actually do anything against people around here?
Well, she
stick to herself.
She sent her scarecrows to attack the winery and took one of the gems,
which is why we're here.
Yeah, right.
She also, destroyed this town.
No, and actually that wasn't her.
Really?
Yeah, Strahd did this.
Oh, well,
long time ago.
Do you think she might be someone to be reasoned with, or?
She furrows her eyebrows a bit. I wouldn't assume so. I don't think that's ever happened before.
Well, even if so, probably we're not the ones to do that, so.
Well, I encourage you to the one thing you need to heed my warning about. So I know that the Mardikovs would really like their gem back, and I support that. But definitely keep an eye out for the scarecrows, and do be careful of her. She's quite dangerous.
I would assume the scarecrows are vulnerable to fire.
I haven't heard that. It makes sense.
Always worth a try.
Indeed.
Thank you for your information. Is there anything else you can tell us?
No, I'm. That's everything I can think of for now.
We appreciate that.
You guys fought scarecrows before. Did anyone hit them with fire?
Did we?
I'm pretty sure.
No, we didn't. When did we fight
fought
scarecrows?
a bunch of things on fire when we fought.
We fought blights.
That was
I don't
when
think we
Cora
ever
fell
fought
asleep.
scarecrows.
That's when Cora fell asleep way in the beginning, when the first hag, way in the beginning of
Oh
Strahd.
my god!
They cast
Jeez, I
sleep
don't
and
remember that at all.
Yeah.
Let's go back.
Way back. That's like almost a year ago.
I do remember Fallon shifting and biting the stuffing out of them, quite literally.
Beat the stuffing out of them.
Yeah.
Free results.
That was great. It's beautiful. I don't remember if we had access to anything fire, so there again, I don't think we know.
Right.
Actually, I don't have it down as us actually encountering only scarecrow that I remember us, or that at least my written memory remembers us doing, was the scarecrows that were on the walls at the abbots.
Yeah, it was.
Right, the guards in set
actually,
up.
that's right. The very first hag that was selling the
First
cakes.
hag.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's right.
Way back in the day.
Yeah. That's what I was remembering that one. Way back, and I thought we were gonna die. Legitimately, I thought we were gonna die. And then I don't remember if those were scarecrows or not, but there was a time we all freaked out at the Hallow, at the place where you break your neck and fall. Gallow, not Hallow.
Gallows? No, those were zombies.
Those were zombies. Okay, but
Those
you all
Strahd
started burning shit down. You started burning everything in sight. I remember that was like the complete. You started burning everything.
Look like BC in summer.
Yep.
So no, I don't think we know.
She says, "Look, I've delivered my message now. I'm gonna head off. I wish you guys the best of luck."
Thank you.
And I'm glad you discussed your plans with the Mardikovs so we could help you out here. But good luck, she says, and she hops into the air, turns back into a bird, and heads off north. Actually,
it's interesting.
Actually, no, northeast.
East.
The other way.
Northeast. So like, call it. Yeah, that's between
Valaki.
north and northeast. So I mean, if you're looking at the map, since we all are, it's basically towards Valaki.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's pretty much north. So I think maybe we should try to get to the other side of the village without being seen, and then we could sneak up and talk to those goats and see how they're being treated. This is Shabaka's plan.
Yeah. Always looking out for the goats.
It's a very strange plan, but I've seen you talk to animals before, so okay.
The trail hugs the river for several miles. The dirt and grass soon turn to marsh as the trail dissolves into a spongy earth pockmarked with stands of tall reeds and pools of stagnant water. A thick shroud of fog covers all. Scattered throughout the marsh are old peasant cottages, their walls covered with black mildew, their roofs mostly caved in. These decrepit dwellings seem to hunker down in the mire as though they have long since given up on escaping the thick mud. Everywhere you look, black clouds of flies dart about, hungry for blood.
Hey, home sweet home.
Blood flies. Yuck.
Here we go. Battle map time.
Now these squares are big. These are 50-foot squares. And it doesn't know what to do with that, so all your icons are full size. But you can basically see 2 squares in any direction in the fog.
There we go. How far do I have to zoom out to get this?
The characters are off to the right.
Yep. I got it.
Yep. So Sally forth.
Yep.
I can move a square. Boop.
Yeah, you can move as far as the road
junction.
there, where the road kind of splits. And then, which direction are you going to head?
What can we see down the path?
So this is about as far as you can see, and you can't see anything.
Oh, right there. I forgot about the fog. I'm very tired.
It's okay.
Fallon has a 20 AC, by the way.
Yo.
Sweet. That
Finally
just
got
makes my
a
job
shield.
harder, but okay. Good to know.
Just starts making adjustments.
So
No.
Strahd gets a
Absolutely
plus
not.
3 weapon of some sort.
Where do you guys want to head here when this road splits? Stick by the river, go away from the river, cut some other path?
I think we should stick by the river because it's easier to keep track of where we are.
Fair.
Okay.
Okay. You guys advance down towards the south there.
If we head into the mist, it's like
how fast is the river moving?
Lose our sense of
Slowly.
direction.
But it's draining towards Valaki, so the water's headed back the way you came. It's not particularly violent as the river goes.
How deep does it look?
What does this look up here?
1 second. It gets pretty deep. It looks like you couldn't touch the bottom in the middle, but there isn't that much that's that deep.
So there's like just a main channel down the center and more kind of brackish water for the edges.
Yeah, it's pretty shallow near the edges, and then in the middle it's maybe 10 feet deep.
Okay.
It is, however, like 200 feet across.
Nice.
It's pretty wide.
Okay. Do we follow along the river, or do we go more inland, away from the river?
I think we follow along the river.
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
Unless someone's got some better senses of observation or scent or whatever, then Sasha, he's going to continue just kind of galumphing along.
Does Sasha have a good sense?
Yeah, as you before you get to where Cora and Fallon are, you see
perception
in the
move back.
Yeah. I'm not gonna curse you with it just because you stumbled into it. But right here.
Oh, what are we looking at?
Scarecrow.
You're looking at death.
You see it before it has any reaction to your presence.
Scarecrow over there.
Does it look to be alone?
It looks to be stuck on a stake in the middle of a field. It's standing like a scarecrow, stuck in the ground.
So, Sasha will quietly bless the party.
Nice.
Do we want to sneak past this thing?
Some
Is it
of
still
us are
pretty
less
misty
good at
here,
sneak.
Jess?
It's still, yeah, this whole area, this whole map is going to be super misty.
Ooh.
Okay.
For once, do we think Pass Without a Trace would work well?
Seems like the perfect situation for that.
It would work really, really, really well.
I would have thought so.
I will cast it.
Wait.
So who are the 3 creatures? Oh, that's Bless.
Yeah, everybody
Pass
within
Without
30
Trace?
feet.
He cast it at 2nd level.
Okay, cool.
So everybody but him.
So as long as we stay within 30 feet of him.
Right, okay, yep. Everybody plus 10 to stealth, okay.
Yep.
You know what? You guys can move
I already have a plus
down
7.
the map. I'm not even going to make you roll. That is
Nice.
the perfect use of that spell. It is.
I have a plus 17 to stealth now.
Right?
That is ridiculous.
Well, I already have a plus 7.
I'm plus 16.
If you want to roll it, we'll like,
Nah.
you know,
No.
just to see how high you can get.
I don't
Because you might roll
I don't want to
1.
roll a 1, so
Yeah.
I'm good.
Don't be that person.
Okay, let's see. I will reveal more map. As you approach this cluster of ruined cottages, separated by low stone walls, you see a short stretch of dirt road that has remained intact. Between these houses, the road is in pretty good shape.
That's odd. Unexpected. He's gonna like really kind of be looking around because it looks too nice, and he's expecting a trap.
Oh yeah, I'm afraid. Fallon's not. I am. Fallon's cautious.
You may expecting a trap doesn't mean investigating. Are you investigating for traps?
Roll perception.
Yes, trap or ambush is basically he's, I'll investigate.
Perception or investigation?
Well, perception, like an ambush should be more perception. If you're like looking at a specific object or area to determine if it is trapped, that would be investigation.
Okay, so the whole trap thing that was a
Oh,
roll.
Is there a particular
Wanna see
area that
worse?
you are? Yeah, that's not gonna do it. 2 into 1.
Foggy.
Yeah. So what are you investigating for traps, Sasha?
I like the road itself to see if there's like a trip line or something like that, or a snare trap, that kind of stuff.
Fair enough. Yeah, there are no DC 10 or 11 traps on the road.
And no, with Cora's rule, no ambushes.
Nothing. Nope. It looks
Just
clear.
berry bushes.
The houses themselves look abandoned and completely collapsed. Like they've been reclaimed by nature for a very long time.
All right, so he's going to move forward more.
Do we want to go down the road or on the outside?
You want to follow the river or the road? Is that what you're saying?
Yep, that's the question.
Could you remind me, is the river banks here? It's not like a wild river or anything. It's just like
slow moving,
Correct.
very very wide, and not super
particularly
deep, but deep in the middle.
10 feet in the middle, so you can't touch the middle. Don't try and swim across it with heavy armor. But like, you could.
Oh man!
But it's not such a big deal. Yeah, it's not a super dangerous threat.
It is for fire creatures.
Laura, Cora will just look at you guys for guidance for whether or not we should go down the road or not. She doesn't see anything in particular, ambush or otherwise. So
I'm gonna roll a perception check. Oops.
you
Perception. Fortunately, Cora really covered perception pretty well here.
Yeah.
So
I just wanted to roll it and see what I got.
yeah.
you are distracted, perhaps.
Yeah.
Both Ramses and Fallon are
Tripped.
distracted, perhaps.
It's
As
foggy.
Shabaka pushes forward, Cora says, "Wait, I see something."
I see something.
And there's another scarecrow in the back of one of these buildings.
How long does pass without trace last?
Believe
An
it or not,
hour?
Oh, we get
Yeah.
all right.
plenty of time.
All right, we just scoot by him. Keep going.
It looks like there's another scarecrow, I believe. Let's
Yeah,
give it
we're
a
gonna
wide
try
berth and keep going.
I want to try and get to the back of the
He wants to talk to the goats.
village and check out those goats. Oh, Jesse's thinking of what the personality the goats are gonna have.
None. They're gonna headbutt us and start combat immediately.
Give me. I'm sure I can come up with something. Okay, the road continues on past this area here. And 1 second. Don't go too much further.
Nope.
I'm assuming that we can be side by side, but the thingies are of it.
Yes. Yeah.
We're all pretty
That's
much
right.
in, like, spread
There-
across 1 to 2 squares.
Yeah, I mean, Fallon's also moving forward. That's staying at the
Yeah.
back.
I'm gonna
Didn't
assume
know.
you guys are all basically in the same square, and that
Yeah.
like the
Mhm.
everyone having a token is more for
Relative positioning.
yeah, if you separate or anything like that.
Oh no,
Yeah.
they fused.
And they refused.
That's confusing.
Oh.
Okay, so yeah, another scarecrow right there.
That's 3.
Saunter past them.
Let's click
Where
on it.
from
Well-
there the road is kind of ends towards the south. Okay.
Do we hear goats anywhere?
Yeah, goats are not very quiet.
They're not when they're bothered, but they actually spend most of their day pretty quiet. But having said that, you do see a pen ahead of you.
Sneaky feet, sneaky feet.
Sneak around.
And as we are passing along this road, is there any sign of other people besides us passing by this road semi-recently?
No, there's not. There's no active tracks or recent tracks anywhere along the path that you've walked.
Maybe she's not even here. She's not home. She's gone
I
away.
mean, there's the other side, right? But
I don't think there's. If she was no longer here, I don't think there'd be active scarecrows. Are these like
They're not
moving
that-
around, or are they just standing there?
They're not moving around at all. They are inanimate. That's not to say they can't move, but currently they are standing like scarecrows in a field.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
They could move if there's wind.
Yep. Or maybe if you get
Definitely
too close.
Not disturb them. Okay, can I see any more down here of the pen?
So you can see the circular posts
Mm-hmm.
in the that are just off to your left.
Yeah.
Or to the west of you, and you can see now goats in there. You can see a bit of their token.
I want to get around behind the pens so that if we talk to them,
Okay.
we're all kind
So
of.
you could. I mean, are you going to go around to the south or the north?
Yeah, I want to go to the south.
Okay.
Or just peek around there and see if I can see anything. Oh, it looks like
Move
there's
yourself
some
down.
bushes down here.
Yes, and you have Toward the south end of the village lie the remains of a mansion built on higher ground. It has been reduced to piles of stone and rotting timber. Empty, arched windows stare at you. South of the ruin, an untamed garden runs rampant, which is just further west of where you are, surrounded by broken walls that are no longer able to contain it. East of the ruin, someone has erected a crude wooden fence, forming a circular yard in which several goats are penned. Surmounting the fence posts are human skulls. So on the top of each post
Goats are
in
pretty
that
brutal.
large pen
These goats
are
are so
probably
metal.
hundreds of human skulls.
Oh, jeez.
Hundreds, did you say?
The pen is almost 100 feet wide, and it's like the diameter
These
of
are
the
large
circle is like
squares.
100 feet,
Okay.
and every post in it.
So how many goats are we looking at here?
And would there be a 67 goat among them?
There are 9 goats trapped behind this fence.
All right. Let me check.
And actually, the human skulls are mounted on the tops of the fence posts, spaced 10 feet apart, so there are actually only 50 of them. So I was a little off.
Oh, well, that's not near as scary.
Yeah, 50 humans.
Oh, yeah, it's only 50. That's all.
The pen has
an entire village.
The fence has no gate.
They're probably all skulls of varying sizes, adults, children.
I'm sure.
So it doesn't say that Speak with Animals is a concentration, so I think I can still keep up Pass Without a Trace, but it takes me 10 minutes to ritual cast Speak with Animals.
We're just standing in the middle of the village for 10 minutes, like I
could just spend the spell slot and cast it.
Yeah. I think if we spend 10 minutes, we're going to get discovered. And
her guards don't actually patrol the town.
I mean, if we want to spend 10 minutes, I'm not that bothered by it.
Yeah, but he's going to be dancing around and huffing and puffing for 10 minutes.
If we all hide around this bush,
he's going to draw attention.
Well, you
in
will
the
have
garden. So there's a large overgrown garden behind the mansion there. Yeah.
So you guys could just hide here while I do that. And the spell is still active the whole time. If we're not moving, we're actually better at being stealthy.
When you start casting another concentration spell, your original concentration ends.
It's not, though. I just looked it up. It's just a 10-minute duration with no concentration needed.
Are you talking about Pass Without Trace?
No, Pass Without Trace is concentration, but Speak with Animals is not. It's
gotcha.
And you can ritual cast it, so you don't have to use a slot. So
okay, everyone who's waiting for the ritual cast, find a place on the map to stand, even if it's, or just ping it in case we don't want to stack all the icons.
Found so far away.
Oh, sorry. I swear I'm paying attention.
Well, I'm still going to be within 30 feet of Shabaka because that's how far.
Yep.
Yeah, you guys should all stack in this place.
Okay, so everyone's stacked on Shabaka?
Yeah.
Yeah, within 30 feet of them. Like, we're not going to be right near them. We can be up to 30 feet away.
But within cover of bushes, right?
Sounds good.
Yes.
Okay. Cast that. Unless something interrupts me.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, and then I'll kind of crawl up to the gate and talk to the nearest goat.
There are no gates.
Or the whatever the skull posts.
Yeah, so there's fence posts 10 feet apart around this pen with human skulls on them, and there's like fencing between them.
Right.
I was just gonna say, sorry. They're just staying.
Go up
in
to
there,
the fence.
but,
I go up to the fence.
Go up to the fence.
And I say, hey there, how's it going?
The goat like furrows his eyebrows at you and says, "Fine, what's it to you?"
Meh, meh. It's just, I heard there was some goats down here. Just want to come down and see if you guys were being treated okay.
Being treated fine. And
Just-
he kind of
Well, there's no
looks
mountain,
at
and
you
I'm climbing it.
skeptically.
There's a little birdie.
You know, it gets better every day, actually.
A little birdie told me that there was a hag feeding on you.
I don't know anything about that. All I know is that I used to have to fight for my food. Now there's plenty of it.
Hmm.
Is that because there's less goats?
Yeah, that's because there's less goats.
Because of let's go. So, are you and your friends here in competition then, or what's that all about? It used to live free.
Mean, used to be. There's like jerk goats here, just hogged all the good grass patches, and now they're gone. And the rest of us here are just like, this is the best.
More room
Where
for
did the
you.
jerk
They used
goats
to be
go?
humans.
Who took the jerk goats away?
I don't know. I wasn't watching.
This goat is so unhelpful. Asshole.
Goats are gonna be assholes. They're definitely one of the most asshole animals.
What'd she call me? I couldn't understand what she said, but she's just looking at me funny, and I don't like it.
Hey, to be fair,
Says the
Val
goat.
looks at everyone the same way.
Yeah.
He doesn't know.
She's just like that. That's what if they used to be people.
Have you ever seen any people walking on two legs around here? Other than us?
Or a giant skull.
He kind of reflects for a moment. It's like, I used to see people on two legs, but no, I haven't seen people on two legs. Not for a while.
Who feeds you?
Well, the grass, he says, and he just kind of shakes his head towards the ground.
Is there actually decent grass there?
Yeah, it is. It's like this is a swampy area, and there's like the area beside the pen is quite well grown, and the grass in the pen as well looks like it refreshes itself pretty often. It's just like naturally growing grass that they can feed on.
Like magically enhanced, or
no? It's just like it's in a swamp and it's abundant.
Okay. But it does look like there's like the fence isn't like broken down or anything. It's like in good shape.
Yep.
I'm just gonna touch the fence and see if it feels normal or if I can sense any magic on it.
How would you do that?
Arcana.
I mean, detect magic would do it. Other than that, I don't know if you can.
I guess like seeing if it's natural would be nature.
Nah, nature does that. Like, it's a wooden fence. It's natural.
Okay. Then
you could use nature to identify the type of wood.
Good. Yeah, but it doesn't function as detect magic.
Okay.
It's pine. It's sticky with sap.
I didn't pick detect magic today, so I can't do that. But that's fine. That's fine.
Ooh, it's ash.
It's ash.
And then I'll take a little look at the skull. Is there anything unusual about it other than it being human?
No, it looks like a skull of someone who died long enough ago that maybe at one point it was not a skull but a head. But enough time has passed and now it's a skull.
Is it just like on the fence post, or is it like a spike fence post and been stuck on there?
I'm not sure what the difference is.
Yeah, I guess it doesn't matter. Okay. Anything else I should ask this guy? I asked the others.
How long ago did the other goats disappear?
He won't know that.
He said he wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, he wasn't paying attention. Animals aren't necessarily very conscious of passage of time.
And they also don't understand the significance of disappearing friends.
Yeah. They understand the existence of more resources.
Abundance of food, that they understand, yes. Also jerks. They understand jerks.
Yeah, and like dominance and stuff, but they do understand like if they're family, like kids and stuff like that. But once they grow up, they don't care. So yeah, I don't think this is as fruitful as I thought it was going to be.
Darn goats.
They really can't see much outside the pens, so.
Shall we keep going?
Yes.
Sure, why not?
As you were saying, standing up and saying, "Shall we keep going?" You hear a hissing sound from the garden behind you.
Hissing like a snake? Or
Hissing like a snake.
Okay. I was like, a heat vent?
I'll say, "Oh, hey there. Sorry, I didn't see you."
And you hear the response, "That was my plan," and it lunges out of the bushes towards you.
Oh, come on, man.
You're bringing me down.
Is that a normal sized snake or is it like a big snake?
That is
snake.
It's a snake
giant.
snake.
And anyone who knows anything about nature identifies them as poisonous snakes.
Oh,
I mean, I don't know anything about nature, but I could have guessed. Fallon should know more about nature than she does. She just has terrible intelligence.
These are essentially all in melee range of all of you, because that's just the way the map is going to work out. So we're going to do this mostly theater of the mind. But there are 4 giant poisonous snakes in this large backyard garden for this mansion.
So
and why don't we roll initiative?
Are we just doing regular initiative, or did they get the jump on us?
It'll end up being group.
But did they get the jump on us or not?
No, it's not a surprise round.
Okay.
I mean, we've all been standing there going, when are we going to get fucking attacked? So.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, look at that initiative.
So that's a 10.
Wow.
I'm never going to get to use this ability.
Oh, you will one day. The 2 with the best initiatives, just like absolutely rolling dog shit. Hey, we also both rolled double the same number.
Yeah, see? We're impressive. We match.
Absolute dog shit, double the same number.
Yeah.
I have something weird happened here tonight. Can you guys see the giant snake tokens by any chance?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, man,
okay.
I
can't select them, and I'm not sure why.
You made it the wrong layer?
No, I'm not. But I'm just gonna get around that.
We're permanent in the map now. Made our decoupage.
Okay.
I now have more hit points in my regular form than my Shadow Wolf form.
Speaking of wolf versus Shadow Wolf form, did we discuss while I wasn't here who's gonna take the band's arms thingamabobbies?
Bracers of defense.
Mm-hmm.
Would that work if I was in animal form?
Because I would argue that the only one that could make use of them is literally Shabaka in animal form, and that's it.
Because technically an animal could still have a bracer on, right?
As long as they have arms, you can't be a snake, but...
Yeah, not a snake.
Makes sense.
Cool. Shall we say I attune to that then?
You may have, yes, yeah.
Okay.
So that'll give you your +2 AC. Nice. Do you wear armor when you're in normal form?
Yes, leather.
So it won't apply to that, it'll only apply to the beast form.
Oh, it is just AC of...
Yeah.
It's straight AC +2, only if you're not wearing armor.
Yeah, so it's best for
Oh.
your wild shapes.
Well, I can get rid of the leather then, because that'll still be better.
Or better or the
Oh,
same,
will it?
right?
Does it
Or
work with
no.
a shield though?
No, it does. I'm
You can
pretty
have a
sure.
It
shield.
should.
Good question.
Actually, we have to look that one up.
I don't see why it wouldn't.
It says when you're not wearing armor, so let me add that too. What's that called? Bracers of defense.
Mm-hmm.
I can look that up. You guys continue.
Sounds good.
Brace of the defense doesn't work.
Their initiative rolls are 11, 7, 7, and 5.
Wow, they
the
will
worst
work.
4 sets of rolls I've ever
Well,
seen.
you know what?
So
Sasha and Fallon rolled like absolute dog shit, but you know what? They rolled worse.
yeah, so it's player's turn. Player's turn, and they'll go second.
Okay, are they? So how much space do they take up? Are they stacked as well, or are they all 50 feet away from each other?
They're close to you. They're each close.
Okay.
Yeah, they're basically all stacked up. Yeah. I'm gonna keep them separate so I can track the hit points. If I
And
can't select them.
when we say giant, are we talking about like a 10-foot long snake, or like a 15, or like a 20?
A giant
That's a good
snake is a
nightmare.
medium creature.
To
Oh,
a
so like
5
not
Oh,
actually
it
that
says
big.
and using a shield.
It's kind of coiled into a 5-foot square.
So very big still.
It
Get
looks
it.
like a poop emoji with
It's a human-sized snake, right? So it's big for a snake.
Imagine those giant like jungle pythons.
Gross. I hate
Okay,
that. Snakes
so-
are nasty.
So can we go in any order?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, how about
Is my bless still going on?
yeah.
Way more than a minute.
Oh yeah, I guess it only lasts a minute. That's right.
Mm.
I'm going to cast our favorite, Spirit Guardians.
Get him, tiger.
And then I'm going to walk into the area with the snakes. So I'll cast it out of the range so that they take the damage as I walk into them. How's that?
Ooh.
Because there's always that question of, well, when did they take damage? Well, when they first enter. It's going to be right now.
Wait, what about the goats?
Well, they're not near the goats. We're away from the goats. don't worry.
Remember that the squares are 50 feet.
Oh yeah, right. Okay.
And I'll be nice and I'll say, yeah, the goats are not affected.
Okay.
I see that too.
That would suck. Those poor goats.
Think of the goats. Although that guy wasn't really that helpful, so
He
I
was
don't
an
want him
asshole.
to die.
Oh, well, there's a couple good dice in there. So it'll be 25 radiant damage to each of them as I walk into that space.
Wait, you cast at 4th level
Yeah.
for snakes?
What's the
I don't know how
save on
tough the
that?
snakes are. Wisdom save DC 16. I have more than one 4th level spell.
Yeah,
Hmm.
Shabaka, you hear these snakes going, "We have seriously miscalculated," and then they all die.
Oh,
Wow.
Oh, the horror!
What, bro?
Bad
Who was
thought it'd be
decision.
tougher.
Will you get some
Yeah,
fresh?
serious?
We hear the last
you
sad
see,
thing, just fucking
you see a bit of a
burn
look of
alive.
you see a bit of a look of horror on Shabaka's face.
That's so funny.
Ah.
Oh my
Maybe a
god.
little overkill,
Are we sure this is not Seth?
right? No.
Serious. Funniest way you could
Looks
have said
Rams in the eyes. It's just like, are we sure this is not Seth?
How long does that last for?
These guys couldn't make a roll to save their lives. We got 5, 14, 2, and 4.
that.
The
Oh
414.
no.
Poor snakes.
I mean, actually, now that I think about it, they couldn't make a roll to save their lives is literally correct.
Yeah.
It's quite
Yeah.
literally
This
correct.
is true.
Literally
So-
true.
So I guess, and I go, no, I'm not Seth. I guess at this point I would ask, do we continue Like which way should we go? Because this will last a while.
Yeah, let's go.
Just keep going.
I guess we should go inward then,
Yeah,
right?
let's go ham.
I would be willing to postulate that this might slightly counteract Shabaka's spell, though.
Yeah.
Here.
At this point.
It's
Hold
much
on.
harder to hide.
Definitely
for
would
sure.
increase the DC.
Still foggy.
You probably. I think you're probably right. I think you know what it'd be? It'd be the thing. Shabaka's spell is still in effect, but you have disadvantage.
Okay.
So
Okay.
you get +10, but you also have to roll twice to take the
Before we
risk.
go much further, he reaches forward and he touches Shabaka and casts protection from poison.
I feel like you're just casting a lot of spells and you don't know what we're actually going to be going into, Sasha. You might want to wait.
Well, the spell lasts an hour, and
Like you're just casting a lot of spells.
Because I
Is it
feel like
concentration?
Ramses really took care of those.
Yes.
Yeah.
in the event we have, it's your call. I don't care. How about that?
I mean,
So let's pick a direction.
Yeah.
I think we should go inward.
Like north?
Head the right direction.
Yeah.
And then we'll know which way
I mean,
you're
if we're saying fuck it, let's go north.
Okay,
did we
north.
see? You said we saw something like an old castle-y thing.
That's
Is that
the
what this
gray
is?
there, I think.
That's this thing, yeah.
Yeah, that's a mansion.
crumbling
The ruins of a mansion. It's the most intact building in this area.
Do we see a hut anywhere that we walked?
You have not seen a hut.
Okay.
Oh, the wonky Chewbacca.
Okay.
No,
I'm
when
just gonna
so you guys
scalp
are
this guy.
you guys are thinking of going north. What path? Somebody click on something to let me know which path you intend on taking to the north.
Through this, around the
Oh, we're
edge
going
of
that way?
this.
Whoop.
Through the mansion?
Yeah, on the edge of it, between the pen and the mansion.
I mean, the edge of it gets really close to that scarecrow to the north of you.
I think we're gonna
I just want to
kill
go
it.
to here and see what we see.
Probably.
Okay, so move yourself into the
7.
square that you're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay. A ghost takes shape in the fog, assuming the form of a giant of a man. His features mutilated, and his entrails hanging out like frayed ropes. Despite its intimidating presence, the apparition has a cringing in his eyes. Why do you evade my home? Begone, I beseech you.
Okay.
Well, Cora, you got all the answers. You go for it.
Just keep going. Like, away from his home.
Okay. What square would you move into from where you are? That's not significantly far from the scarecrow. That's going to be a stealth roll.
Are you going to from his last
For
spot
all of us?
show more map?
Yep. Yes.
Hold on. A stealth roll
that's
for
right.
all of us?
Yeah, that would
It
help
will
if we
be,
saw
yes.
more map what direction to go in.
Yeah, we just need to see more maps so we know which way we should be going.
He appeared in the mansion, right?
He appeared in the mansion, yep.
I mean, this is the first. The core is just kind of like pointing back at these snakes, and it's like
Just
the
go
fact
back
that
that
we are
way?
ambushed at all would mean that there should be something more this way. No.
Alright, how about we go back that way then? Where did he appear?
Sure.
Like here?
Yeah, yep.
Okay, then we'll just back up to where Ramses is, I guess.
He follows you. He
Good
follows you
traffic.
back out into his garden, and move along, which I presume you do.
Is this the garden?
Get off
That's
my
the garden, yep.
Get off my yard.
So this way. Is this swamp? Is this like water here, or is this just
Nope.
mistiness?
So that area there is very wet. Yes, so that is
Yeah.
really wet land. Kind of the white area there.
So this looks like this is a continuation of the road here,
Is this a giant, like as in
or is this like a
like
plot?
giant, or
That's
just
part of the back wall of the
I was
garden.
also wondering that. Is it a giant, like a very tall man, or a giant, like an actual giant?
A very tall man.
okay?
Okay.
Like 7 feet, or are we talking like 9 feet?
You know what? It doesn't specify. I'm gonna say 6, 7.
It's
I
not
was
that
gonna say
impressive.
probably not 9 feet, because that would not just be a very tall man.
Yeah.
Although, speaking from having a cousin that's 7 foot tall, I mean,
Holy smokes, that's tall.
That is real tall.
except I'm
Me?
not.
It wouldn't.
Chewbacca is
It
7
wouldn't
feet tall.
be a very tall man. It would be a very, very tall man.
Is this the river?
That is the
Yeah.
river.
Okay.
Okay, so we can go around this way then, I guess. Is he? If we go
Yeah.
out here, does he stop following us? He step out of his
He
garden.
does, yeah. He once you kind of step out of the garden.
I bet Zoe, you're going a little bonkers crazy because of how this. I'm watching you
Yeah.
go.
I'm not thinking about it. I'm too tired.
Wow, you know you're tired when.
No, I'm purposefully not thinking about it because I'm tired. I'm like, I can't add that.
Make you think about it.
Okay.
We're leaving Sasha behind.
Poor Sasha.
That's
I'm
his.
Sasha,
fault.
no!
presuming he's coming with you. And it's,
Goodbye. We're just kind of like
hold
doing a
on.
loopy.
There we go. Nope, that didn't do it.
We hear you.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to move the token,
There
and
we go.
the wrong thing selected on the side. So I'm sitting there moving, it's not moving.
Oh, I see another
Yep.
scarecrow. They're like placed around, so we have to kind of go near them. Okay, maybe if we
Almost like somebody's trying to defend themselves.
Can we sidle up this along this
weird.
wall without that guy getting mad?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Go
I
up
think
that
we should
way.
go toward the south.
Yeah.
I think it's more swamp down here, isn't it? We're trying to get
Where
to
do you
the.
think hags like to live?
Well, just
I just like we're almost at the edge of this map.
I don't want to
see what's
metagame,
over
but
here.
I think we're like the part where there is more map is upwards. If you can see what I mean.
We have no way of knowing, but we can't. I definitely recall that we saw this side of the road. So now that we're at the end of this road, knowing that this loops around somewhere, right? Or we might just have to cross the river.
No, it should be on this side of the river.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be on this side.
Hey, where's Muriel? Is she still chilling?
No,
No,
she
she
left.
took off.
Left a long
Oh,
time
she
ago.
left. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
To the
Yeah,
north,
sorry.
through the fog, you see the empty shell of an old stone church, north of which is a cemetery of leaning gravestones enclosed by a disintegrated iron fence. Half of the cemetery has sunk into the mire.
And a scarecrow in there.
Keep it going. Avoid the scarecrow. Pass without trace, right?
Yeah.
Still on.
I like the fact that Old Man Winters told us to get off his lawn.
I know.
You guys
Didn't
just
even
like,
stop to
okay,
ask him
whatever.
any questions.
Sure.
It's like
Yeah, I know. I
it's
love
a
we
guy
didn't
with
even like ask him any questions. We just said, okay.
it's like a guy with entrails hanging out.
Yeah. Do you ever have the feeling everybody's a little tired tonight?
Yeah. Let's just ignore that.
You're all stacked up on the same token.
Okay, hold on.
This
Uh-oh.
hut. Is it hut?
King Hut.
Hold on.
It looks like an evil
So
dead
stupid.
tree
Someone
stump.
has built a ramshackle wooden hut on the stump of what was once an enormous tree.
We were both
The
right.
rotting roots of the stump thrust up from the mire like legs of a gigantic spider. An open doorway is visible on the side of the hut, the eastern side, by the way, beneath which flows the upside-down, hollowed-out skull of a giant. Flanking the hut's doorway are 2 iron cages that dangle like hideous ornaments from the eaves. Scores of ravens are trapped in each one. They squawk and flutter their wings excitedly as you approach.
Oh.
Can you position a
will-
moonbeam such that it won't hurt the ravens? Just
Well,
Is
if they're in the small cages, they probably wouldn't
on.
want to be transformed back.
Hold on.
Yep.
Is
I
there
can talk
locks
to them.
on the cages?
There are locks on the cages.
Visible locks.
Hold 1 second.
I think we're on the wrong side to tell, but
Are there dreadlocks? Asking for
Bro, we're locked.
Dreadlocks.
There's no warlocks on the cages.
There is a door mechanism, not necessarily like a padlock.
Okay.
So the door would have to be manually opened, but there's not like a
But the birds couldn't
something
open
with a
it. so-
keyhole in it.
Okay, so there's nowhere I could like pick a lock or something.
There's nowhere you could pick a lock.
Okay, that was my question.
Okay, I want to stealth up to the back of this hut. And
I'd be willing to guess that that's magic to know when we arrive close to it. So be cautious.
Yeah, go for it.
maybe we're using magic to be sneaky. So
Oh, is it still between 10 minutes? Because you could talk to them.
yeah, that's what I was gonna do. So I'm
On
gonna,
the outer edge of that, but sure.
so
The cages are on the eastern side by the door.
so here. Okay.
Let me see. Let's see. I want you guys to position yourselves relative to the hut. Where are you when
southern
the
side.
conversation happens?
Alright, I guess we'll go here.
Fallon would
Well,
be near.
The cages are east,
Chewbacca.
and so is the door.
If you
Yep.
guys want to stay, you're gonna need to stay in my square if you want to be in
Yeah.
stealth.
There?
So
Can you
Sasha,
rebuild more map?
are you going on your own now, Sasha?
No, I'm
Um,
trying. Relative to the hut, so
Yeah, but each square
It's
is
50 feet.
So if you
if
want
you
to
go
be
that
in
far
the
away, you'll be out of the
pass without a trace.
pass without
Uh-oh.
trace.
like Fallon would be near Chewbacca in case something happens because he's going up to the hut. So she go with him, like to make sure he's not attacked.
Okay.
Right. So again, my point was relative to the hut. I thought we were like kind of doing this, so not necessarily to scale. If the doors to the east, he's going to be kind of.
Chewbacca should probably be here.
I didn't want to stand right in front of the hut because that's kind of like.
But I mean, the bird cages are right in the front.
Are they?
They're on the
on
corners,
the
so you
hut,
could
right?
theoretically
Oh.
get them from the side.
Yeah, they're on the corners of the hut.
near to the front.
So yeah, I'll go to there and I'll just see if I can talk kind of a little bit quietly and say, "Hey, are you were-ravens?"
Raven says, "What's a were-raven?"
Oh.
Nope, they're just ravens. Cool.
Why are you in cages?
I don't know. We got put here.
God, none of the animals here
By-
are fucking helpful in
by
any
who?
way, shape, or form.
They shouldn't be. It's not that powerful a spell. But by who?
I don't know. Some old broad.
Like we didn't know.
Is she in the hut?
Mm-hmm.
Great, let's set it on fire.
Hey, I was going to say,
Burn
which one
that.
of us has fireball?
Fireball and moonbeam at the same time.
Actually,
Boom, boom.
I just learned Wall of Fire, so
Ooh, even this year.
I can have it all the way around the building and facing inward. It's a wall up to 60 feet long, 20 feet high, 1 foot,
Yeah.
1 foot thick, or a ringed wall up to 20 feet in diameter. How big is
Okay,
that?
so maybe you want to
The
figure out if
hut
we can get these ravens out first, huh?
Yeah, maybe.
Is... See, 15 feet on a side. The roots extend beyond that, but do you say 20-foot radius or diameter?
60 feet long wall. So, and 20 feet
20
high.
foot radius or diameter.
Read the next part.
And then 1 foot thick. Or I can do a ringed wall up to 20
Ringed
feet
wall.
in diameter.
20 feet in diameter, okay.
Yeah, 20 feet.
So, yeah, you could get the bulk of the interior, like the bulk of the
like
structure of the hut in the interior of a
If
wall
it's
of fire.
15, I can put it right around the hut because it's 60 feet long. I can put 15 by 15 by 15.
Yeah, so it's 15 by 15 is a little bit more than 20 feet on the diagonal, but you can get the most of it
No,
in
if
there.
I don't choose ring, then I can get a 60
if you just
foot
do
long
a
one.
regular wall?
I do a wall and make it into a square 15 foot on the side.
No, it's either a straight
You
line or a
can't
ring.
do that.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wall.
Yes.
I have a question before we set the house on fire. How sturdy do the beams look on that fucking on those cages?
The beams, they're metal. They're pretty strong, not insurmountable. DC
Okay, because
20
I'm gonna
strength
try.
athletics.
I'm gonna try and use my old rapier as like a crowbar to try and pry the bars wide enough for the ravens to get out.
Wait, we have a
Can I
lock.
guidance you. There's no lock.
There's just a regular door mechanism. There's no lock. So
Yeah, I already.
Oh,
Yeah.
but,
Can I
so
try
you can just
opening
open the
it?
door.
you can try opening it,
Does it
but
work?
when you do, it's magically sealed.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I'm gonna try and pry the. That's what I figured. I'm gonna try and pry the bars open.
Or
Okay.
as she sees that Fallon's about to do that, we'll lay a hand on her and be like, "Please try
Well,
to do this.
hold
bit
on,
quieter."
hold on. Let me
Guidance
just
on.
dispel magic. You said it's magic?
Oh.
Yeah.
We
Sure.
have no way of necessarily knowing that, but we assume.
Well,
Yeah.
when we tried to
I
open
can't
it,
open it, and there's no lock, so.
Yeah. It's
It'd be a good guess.
it's familiar to you, Cora, because it's the same spell that kept you in Madame
Yeah.
Voctor's house.
Yeah, that was beautiful. We love that.
Yep.
All right, I'll cast dispel magic on the one that's there.
Love that than I do.
Boom. Yeah, the door opens easily. The ravens freak out and they're like, "Wow!" Like the one who's you're talking to is like, "Wow! Like thanks, man. This is really awesome."
They're all squawking and very
Do
noisy.
you have the
and it
spell
calls
I'm sorry
slots
for
to
what I
do
did
the
to
other
your wagon there a couple weeks back.
That was you.
What you gonna do?
Well, just
What do you
remember
have
our
on
wagon and avoid it. Tell the other birds to leave us alone.
You got it.
Do you have the spell slots to do the other one?
Yep. So
Okay.
if nothing has happened yet, I'll do spell magic on the other one. 120 foot range, so.
Okay, so as you're doing this one, you hear some noise inside. The ravens have made a bit of a ruckus as they flew off. And you
Can
hear
describe the
footfalls
ruckus, sir?
inside.
Light it up, dude.
Light it up. Light it up.
Okay,
Or
so
just-
Spell magic on the ravens or wall of fire?
no, I just spell magic on the other one. So that's what I said.
Is that
I
what
was
you're
doing.
gonna do here? Because this is like I'm telling you this before you cast that dispel
Yeah.
magic.
You're getting the choice. You can free the raven or set the house on fire.
Yeah, I'm gonna free the ravens.
You can dispel magic on the ravens. You can't actually open the door without somebody going over there and spending another action to open the door.
Oh, I see what
This
you're
just
saying.
Oh.
undoes the arcane
Well,
lock.
So far, only Fallon has done one thing that round. So can
I haven't
Fallon
done
go over to
anything.
the other one?
This This is a new round.
Oh, I thought you
I
opened
also
the
haven't
door.
This is a new thing, and so you did that. There was a big noise as the ravens flew away. There
There's
are now
still-
footfalls inside. What do you do?
And there's still one
Okay,
cage of ravens, right?
Fallon.
Yeah.
Fallon's gonna move over so that when he dispels magic, she can open the cage.
Okay.
Okay.
So that
And
is...
Cora will follow her.
Is there a hut map?
There is a hut map.
There is a hut
There's
map.
the hut map.
And
Your hut, my tree stump.
And it's black.
the hut's name is Jabba.
Let me see.
Jabba the
Let me
Hutt.
do some revealing. One moment.
Yeah. I have to change my earlier statement. It's now wonky Shabaka.
Where is that?
Wunda wonky Shabaka.
No.
Ooh.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
One moment.
Wunda wonky Shabaka.
Well, that was too much reveal.
Perfect. And
I
we're
think
good.
it's nothing we didn't know was going to be
There's
there.
no point in hiding the hidden parts now. There you go.
There you go.
Yep.
You add us on
Hut,
there?
hut.
Yeah, so Fallon's like
I
here,
usually
right?
try to do that offline. Okay, there we go.
Hot.
Fallon is in position there.
Where
Yes.
the heck?
Shabaka. Where are you, Shabaka? You were kind of there-ish.
It was here, because I can do it from a distance.
Yeah.
Probably here.
And Sasha would be positioned up there where
Actually, to see them both,
Cora actually
it'd
is.
probably be over here.
Up here.
Yeah,
Okay.
Cora was following Fallon. I feel like you were a little bit higher as well.
Sasha?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd put
Yeah,
him.
Sasha.
Okay, so the round begins.
Oh, that is a big skull.
It is, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, you can totally ride around in that. The
It's a
round
bathtub.
begins, and it's you guys are up first, and Shabaka and Fallon have declared what they're doing. What's everyone else doing this round?
We haven't freed them yet?
Is this... I would assume the bless is no
You're
longer in
doing
effect.
it. The bless is no longer in effect.
So that's what I'll be doing. Bless.
Okay.
I will. Hold on. I'm going to do something that I haven't done before because I don't know why I never use this. But spiritual weapon. Oops.
Where are you putting it?
I don't need to roll the damage. I need can I have a spiritual weapon?
Damn.
I'm working on it.
Never.
Oof,
Alright.
damn, that would have
Is
been a
it
good
just like
hit.
a really big ankh that you like smack people with?
Certainly is. It's a giant
just
shovel.
A shovel with like
Oh,
a
it's just a giant
cows.
shovel.
It's a shovel. 100% it
Oh,
is.
that's fun.
Come on. I have a spiritual weapon.
That's funny. So does Ramses.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I had an icon for it that I could drop in here, and I don't know where it went to.
Hiding from you.
Yep.
So a 20-foot radius. What that look like?
All Cora knows is this lady's another spellcaster, and so she's like, I don't want to be clumping up like this.
Counterspell.
Love the.
I
We're
wouldn't
not
be
that clumped
surprised.
up, luckily.
No, I mean, if you do it like a decently sized. You even get 3 people at once, you know?
Yeah.
I'm gonna drop a skeleton warrior, and it is now a spiritual weapon.
Nice.
Okay.
Sick.
No, it didn't work. Come on.
This really is Seth. You have a skeletal warrior.
I know, right?
Stop giving up my plans.
I'm gonna make it a cat skeleton just to be a little demeaning.
Oh,
No.
Oh,
Dude.
cat skeleton.
I like how we
Dude,
both are immediately just like, not a cat.
Yeah, you're
chuck
right.
this cat at her.
I'm gonna do a regular skeleton. Is this where are you
Vicious
putting it?
claws.
It'll be
Ooh.
in the diagonal corner next to the skull. That my diagonal corner next to the skull.
Like that?
Right there.
Okay.
Yeah, you got it.
Yay.
Cool.
Yep, even looks more like Seth. Yeah, it wasn't. It's supposed to be a
Yep.
friendly. It's a smile with a shovel with a smile on it.
That's actually terrifying.
Just hit someone and they get a dent on their their skin, shape of a smile.
Wait, that's your spiritual weapon?
We don't have a
Hmm.
we don't have a token for it, so this is what we're using.
I'll find one, but
so-
I'm not gonna hold the game for it.
Okay.
Sasha casts Bless. Who are you casting Bless on?
On everybody but himself.
So another 4th level Bless.
No,
Yeah,
second.
second level bless.
Second. Brain cells. Wow. Woo. 4th level. Imagine. Okay. And Cora is gonna step forward and cast. I don't actually know what the hag is, but I'm gonna cast Protection from Evil and Good on Fallon. And I don't know if a hag's an aberration. I don't know what the heck a hag is. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna back up.
Backing it up. Got a
Beep.
bus. Backing it up.
Like something like that. Yeah.
I didn't really need that. Just closing down the window for the giant poisonous snake, and I didn't really need that stat block for very long at all.
Yeah.
Okay. That's everyone?
Weeks of planning, he says.
Mm-hmm. No, not hardly for that. For the garden encounter I didn't think was even gonna happen. An old woman emerges from the door of her hut.
Have we freed the ravens?
Yes, you have. The ravens have flown off.
They're
Yeah.
like flying in your face. Just
You're getting bombarded in the face with wings. Yeah, let's see. I'm gonna. There we go.
oh.
Oh dear.
Why her head look like that?
She's got weird sci-fi fantasy hair. Which apparently she spends hours on every day. I don't know why.
She looks like she's doing the swole pose.
And her fingers are long and spiky.
Gross.
And she's like, I knew someone would come meddling, and now you will learn your mistake. Do you want to swing at her with the spiritual weapon?
Sure.
Go for it.
Spiritual weapon.
And now you will learn your mistake. She sounds like the crows she was keeping outside her house.
Yeah.
A 20.
That's not bad. What's the damage on that?
That would be not a ton. Less than I would have hoped.
Still damage. Damage is damage is damage.
Damage is damage. Yep. 7.
7 points. So she says, after that, she looks at you, Ramses, and she says, Rise, my pretties. We will destroy these meddlers. And the roots of the hut pull out of the ground, and the hut stands up over you.
Yo. Knew it.
Kill them, she says, and she points at you, Ramses, and she casts Finger of Death.
What in the
And we'll call it there.
God, what?
I was just about to cast Protection from Good and Evil on him.
Too late.
I cast mine on Fallon. I thought Girly was going to be the one that
No, apparently it's me.
Well, no,
It's
you're
okay.
Again.
Fallon just opened a cage.
Okay, so I gotta just to ask now before, so I can think about what I'm gonna do next time, or what my next character is gonna look like. What the fuck is that?
I've never. I've heard of Finger of Death, but I've never actually seen.
Nobody uses that.
Yeah, not against the player.
Holy crap!
Yep.
62 damage.
It won't even show it.
Yeah, I've been able to do that with a weapon attack.
Okay, but like, yikes.
Constitution
More
save.
than
right.
my max hit
I
points.
can one-shot any of us, pretty much.
Oh, everybody remember that you have 5 temporary hit points because I cast 8.
Okay, well, hold on. So,
Okay, hold on.
oh shit.
Yeah,
Oh wait, that hold.
You have bless, so you're.
I do.
You can
Hold
get
on,
your
I have
necrotic.
bless. I have bless, so I can make it.
Sweet.
I'll use that bless. Thank you very much.
Who's blessed?
Yeah, all of us are except for Sasha.
Right.
Oh, okay.
And then
Did we?
let me just see here.
So are we resolving this attack then?
We're gonna resolve the attack.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that
Okay.
Thank God.
people are gonna want to know.
Ah!
I wanted to know.
I can't live with that for a week.
Right? Okay. So I took. Oh no, actually, I get 1 hit point back. It's 30. All right.
31.
Oh, hold on a second. Is it?
It's necrotic
What
damage.
Necrotic.
Resistance
Is
to have
necrotic?
necrotic?
I do. So I only take half of that. So I'm only going to take 15 points of damage.
Holy shit, Ramses!
That was not bad. Good for you.
Oh.
Okay, hold on. Let me get my hit points back here.
Holy crap!
Okay.
Then next week it's game on. Let's see how this fight goes.
Holy smokes. Okay,
I'm
so I'll take 15 points.
terrified.
I'm a little terrified too, but
You see
okay,
it now.
that
Fire in the hole. Boom.
that feels
Fireball.
a lot better. Anyways, the one question I was going to ask is this like a living tree?
So as this thing stands up, you see you can no longer like reach the inside of the tree. But as it kind of leans forward to pull its back legs out of the ground, its back roots out of the ground, if you will, you can see from between the floorboards of this thing comes a glowing green light. Much the same as the tree that you fought
Okay, excellent.
like a
at
blight
Yester
tree.
Hill.
Okay, so sorry, I had one other question. Now that this thing is animated, is my spirit guardian still going? Would it take damage this round?
It will, yeah.
Oh, good. We'll do that next round.
Yep. Sounds good. So next round we're gonna start with your guys' turn, and then we'll proceed from there. But we won't be
Sweet.
using this map anymore because actually it's this is only really good while the hut is stationary.
Oh,
It's just gonna
okay.
chase us around.
Oh,
I'm
jeez.
imagining that thing from The
Totally
Incredibles.
is.
Just-
And it's
yeah.
freaking huge, and it's got a ton of
Run.
hit points.
Oh man.
But it's wood.
but
it's wood. So
Yep.
there's some fire that can
Burn.
happen.
Oh, and Finger of Death is a 7th level spell that she cast at you.
Holy shit.
Yikes.
Oh, this might be
wasn't even-
bad.
Thinking of that. Yikes.
I'm so glad I made that save. Thank you for the bless. Thank you.
Hashtag blessed.
So blessed.
So blessed right now. Holy smokes. Finger of Death. Only 15 points. Oh, thank God.
That's the lowest damage Finger of Death has done in a while.
Yeah.
Well, I
Right?
mean, it
Yeah.
was much higher. It really
It
was
wa-
much.
It should
Yeah, 62 is a lot.
Oh
What
my
does this
god.
say? 78 plus 30. Holy sh. Actually, that was not bad.
That was above average for the hit.
That was above average. Yeah.
Got an 8 and a 1 in there. 6, 2, 4, 4, 7. That's pretty average roll.
Well,
And you didn't die and become permanently become a
A
zombie that is
zombie.
permanently under their
God,
control.
wouldn't
Yeah.
that have been? Wouldn't that have just been the way for Ramses to go?
Or Seth.
That's irony for you.
Or Seth.
It'd be
Yeah,
funny
you
if
guys.
it was
Well,
Seth.
it still would be Ramses' body, unfortunately.
Exactly. I think you're gonna. You guys, since we're fighting a giant plant, I might have to pull out some assess tricks.
That'd be something.
Well,
Yeah.
it is actually a grave cleric spell. Oddly enough, I just don't use it. It's
So a question.
Always prepared.
A question for you, Jess.
Wow.
If we had, and you don't have to answer this, but if we had flown there, would we have fought the hag in the skull in the air?
She hangs out in her hut unless you guys trigger. There are a couple different alarm type things that could get her attention while you're in the village. You guys didn't trigger any of them, and were able to find her in her hut. Probably all would have been the same for flight.
Yeah.
Honestly, this feels worse because we didn't trigger it. She was in her hut, therefore we had to fight her and the hut at the same time.
Yeah, there's that side of things. There's that interpretation for sure. Hut is tough. She is tough.
Who's a good hut? Who's
your good hut?
You see how fire resistant the hut
I
is.
hate that.
98 creature. Oh, the one thing about the wall is I can't move it, so.
Can you cast it inside the hut?
It wouldn't be inside the hut. You could cast it in space where the hut is. The hut can.
I think what he was
take damage and move.
Thing
probably.
though, could you have it cast?
I'm saying, could you cast it on the
top of
the floor?
The floor of
no,
the hut.
not any. No, the wall won't move with the hut. If it were really a non-moving space, I'd kind of get what you're going for. But the wall doesn't move.
Yeah, you can't cast
the wall
it on
of
a
fire
moving
won't
object.
Move. Yeah.
Although I guess if you were in on a ship and you cast it, it would be on the deck of the ship.
Ship isn't sentient, is what I'm gonna say today.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Once it became sentient, it's not gonna be counted as a surface you can cast things on.
Yeah, it's a bit of a weird edge case. I wouldn't even expect rulings on that to be consistent. It's a weird weird situation.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like because of that, wall of fire is not going to be that useful.
It does a ton of damage.
It does a ton of damage first off.
I do more with erupting earth actually, or polymorph. If I can polymorph it into a penguin, then it's going to be not too scary.
Imagine if you could polymorph a house.
I feel like I can. It is
think
considered a creature, right? A creature you can see within range.
That is a literal word.
The spell has no effect on a shape changer or a creature with 0 hit points. So I think that would be probably fine.
Well, folks, I am dragging ass.
Yeah, you guys are
later, bud.
Sounds good. For all the tired people, thank you for coming out tonight.
Yeah, thank you for staying to the end.
That was awesome.
Yeah, we'll let you guys all go. Get some rest.
Yep.
Now it's time to go. We got to defeat the battle.
Good night, all.
Good night, all.
I also found out why
character icons fixed.
Yeah.
Twilight,
I was a silly person and set my alarm for 11 a.m. instead of p.m.
Oh.
I did that a couple. That's why I didn't wake up a couple weeks ago. I did 12 p.m. instead of 12 a.m.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Except the thing is, and here's goes for anything. If I am ever late just call me. My phone is always next to my face, and it will wake me up.
I think Carl texted you, but
he did text you.
Yeah,
yeah.
he texting. That's not gonna wake
That's
anyone
not gonna
up,
wake
will it?
anyone up. Yeah.
Fair.
But an hour in, he called me, and I woke up immediately. I went, "What's happening?"
Well, we really hadn't done much until then anyway, so.
Yep.
Yeah. All right.
Good night, Zoe.
Good night,
Get some sleep.
besties.
Good night.
Feel
I'm
better.
gonna go fuck to sleep now.
Yep.
I think that'll be me as well.
Sounds good.
Alrighty.
That's all of
Sleep
us.
well.
See you in a week.
Catch you later.
Yeah.
Good
Me
night.
too.
Wait up.
From the grave.